In Bible camp, girl in a wheelchair who is actually freaking hot AF is sitting in her chair next to the sports field. Go up to her and ask if she's okay. She says yeah, but obviously she's a bit bored being unable to play. I get a tennis ball and we throw it back and forth. Later, she texts me from the lodgings, girls and boys in separate areas, asking if I want to meet at sunset. Meet the chick. She's folded her chair and is sitting on a blanket so she doesn't seem broken. 2 hours later, we're kissing. I tear her clothes off and undress, and F her. It's really hard to control her legs while I'm on my knees thrusting, as they are flopping about in my one free hand. Camp leaders come close. I say, fuck, run, and run away. I later realize she was disabled and lying there naked when the Bible leaders came around. Modern man exists for 200,000 years. 99% of that is humans being cavemen. Then suddenly we go from being cavemen to exploring the solar system in the last 1% of time. How? Walk into a bar alone hoping to make friends. Everyone appears to be in their own groups. Drink alone in a corner for 20 minutes, then leave. Bark, 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 and so on. Shut the heck up, I'm trying to sleep! Called an Uber. Driver was a woman. She drove me home. Technically went home with a girl. Looks like we can't be friends anymore. See you later, virgins. Gabe is 61. Likely to die before he hits 75. The second he dies, a power vacuum appears not within just Valve and Steam, but all of PC gaming. Assume worst case scenario. New Valve CEO takes on the normal profit-first motivations. Either sells to Microsoft or makes Steam worse in some way. First thing to go would be Proton, then the settings that allow you to log into the library page instead of the store. Then the ability to turn off the second window of ads that pop up each time you open Steam. Suddenly, you have to use Windows to play PC games. Steam sales slowly get worse over the course of a year until they're just not worth it anymore. Steam starts changing the way they make profit from their store in ways that harm indie devs. This is an actual fear I have. Can someone tell me if I'm being a dumbass? Or is PC gaming really being held up by one old fat guy? Be me. Wife thinks I'm cheating. She's been acting all suspicious, giving me the side eye. That feeling when I'm just hanging with the boys. Decide to go watch the game and grab some wings. Call up the crew. Let's roll. Wife texts me like 50 times. Where are you? Tell her I'm at the bar with friends. She goes full FBI mode. I don't believe you. Send me a pic. That feeling when I send her a group pic of the boys. We're holding our wings like trophies. Who's that girl in the background? My face when it's just a waitress. She thinks I'm cheating with the waitress thought. Try to explain, but she's already spiraling. She shows up at the bar, sees me laughing with the boys, holding a wing. Wife storms over, eyes blazing. She's like, "Who's this?" while pointing at me. Everyone's looking. Just laugh awkwardly. That's my wing, babe. Cue crickets. Wife just looks confused. She storms out after throwing my phone and a wing at me. My boys are dying. My face when I'm just trying to enjoy wings and football. Next day she's still mad. At least the wings were good. I would never cheat on her though. Just a normal night with the boys. That feeling when wingman takes on a whole new meaning. Be me 10 years ago. 15-year-old with a big sister. She's constantly being a mean chick to me. She's dating this guy who is pretty cool. One day I walk in on her making out with some other dude. She freaks out and begs me not to tell her boyfriend. Sorry sis, you should have thought about that before you cheated. Call him and tell him everything. He's devastated but also kind of relieved because he knew something was off. Fast forward a few days, he comes to our house to confront her, opens her room, walks in to find her with another guy. He leaves without saying a word. She starts crying and locks herself in her room for days. This is what I do to my enemies. Be me. Can't sleep, so make a gas station run at 2 in the mañana. Technically it's a day off, so I've got time. Grab a Diet Pepsi and a bag of some slop chips that were yummers. Take my car out back behind the gas station where it's dark and sit on the hood looking at the sky. It's in this moment that I get a random sense of enlightenment and feel like life is worth living. I sit there for 30 to 45 minutes before leaving, but I felt as if my life was changed. It's the little things in life that keep you going. Have a great week, Anons. Went on a date today. Met this cute girl on a dating app, coffee.exe. Pretty excited for it. This is my first date ever. She asks what my hobbies are. I say anime and I'm currently playing Baldur's Gate 3. Her demeanor instantly changes, goes from talkative to one-word responses and texting on her phone. Says she has to leave about 15 minutes of one-word responses. Why did I say this? Can I not be happy? I'd change my hobbies instantly for this girl. This is the only thing that I said that could have caused her to do this. I hate myself, Anons. Be me. 19. Watch the news. See story about dentist who ended his wife. Later, mom asks me if I watched the news. Tell her I did. Asks me if I saw the story about the dentist who ended his wife. Tell her I did. Asks me, what do you think happened? Excuse me? Respond with, I think he ended his wife. Asks me, what do you think he should have done? Respond with, I think he shouldn't have ended her. She responds with, yeah. Later she comes into my room and tells me, it's good to watch the news so that you can have an opinion on the news. Am I autistic? Is she autistic? Is this normal human conversation? I think I hate talking now. Be me, scrolling through /B one night. Suddenly see a thread titled, Anon's mother is a hoe. Intrigued, I click. OP starts telling a story. His mom always bringing home random guys, not even trying to hide it. One time she brought home a dude named Chad, like actual Chad. Guy looked like he stepped out of a frat party. Sweatpants, tank top, and a confidence that would make even the most established Giga Chad jealous. OP says he's just trying to binge watch his favorite anime. Can hear the moans through the walls. My face when I realize I can't concentrate on the plot. Decide to make popcorn and read along. Not even mad, just impressed. OP goes on about how his mom had low standards. Brings home everyone from delivery guys to the dude who fixes the cable. That feeling when you realize he's been calling her mom but the entire neighborhood knows her as that lady. Thread blows up with another Anons sharing similar stories. One guy says his mom's nickname in high school was the human vacuum. WTF.jpg. OP says he tried to confront her once. Mom, can you at least keep it down? She just laughs, tells him to get used to it. My face when I realize his mom is basically a walking meme. Thread feels like a support group for embarrassed sons. They bond over their shared trauma. At least he gets to see some wild stuff. That feeling I realize I might actually be jealous. Just kidding. I might be weird but not that weird. Anons share dumb advice like, just join in. We all know that's some next level cringe. Continue browsing thinking about how some Anons have it that bad. Eventually fall asleep. Best night ever. Never look at my mom the same way again. I respect her way more now, cause she ain't like that. Thank you, Mom. Thanks 4Chan, you weirdly therapeutic addiction. Be me. Live in rural England. Everyone is religious. Parents are Catholic. Be atheist. Parents try to convince me to be more religious. Refuse to go to church. Dad rants about how I've gone crazy and I need to start believing and signs me up for a Bible camp in the summer. Was meant to be going to a lifeguard camp. I love swimming and I'm training to be a professional lifeguard. Really freaking pissed. Fast forward to summer. Get to camp. Called something like Camp Love Jesus or some shit. Oh, whoa, what's this? Furry. See beach. Maybe camp won't be so bad. At mess hall. Given options for activities. Lifeguard practice is one. Frick yeah.exe. Put it on every day. First day of activities. Camp leader starts talking about how if we are free from sin then we won't have to fear drowning. What.mpv? Tells us to pair up. Camp leader tells us to do trust falls in the water. Ask when we will be swimming. Leader says that we don't need to swim to be good at lifeguarding. Frickin' pissed again. Gives me a crucifix so that I won't be so scared of the water. Still frickin' pissed. Starts calling me holy diver. Sneak out of cabin in the middle of the night to go swim. Camp leaders are all in the mess hall and nowhere near the beach. Already wearing swim shorts. Start to swim out into the sea. Cold AF. Go out further. Decide to swim down to test my breath. About 5 meters down when chest starts to hurt. Try to swim back up. Realize I have hypothermia. About a foot from the surface when a hand reaches down and pulls me up. It's the camp leader. Yells at me for going out swimming so late and nearly ending myself, and yells at himself for not paying attention. Holy diver. You've been down too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Be me. Half-tarded normie older sister. Dresses like a frickin' cheap chick and dating someone new every week. Never seen her do anything other than look at TikTok, scroll, post on Insta, and watch YouTube. Only talks about friends and relationship drama. Complete ditz and clueless. There's a local trivia competition and mom wants to go as a family. Say no cause sounds boring and I avoid my sister. Mom tells me to stop being a little baby and that it'll be fun. Fine. Mom, dad, and I play for 20 minutes while sister just stares at her phone the entire time. Host announces they're doing a blitz event with a cash prize for the winner and asks for 5 volunteers. Sister's eyes light up. Volunteers herself. Huh? .mp4. First question, how tall is LeBron James? 6'9". Don't watch sports and I know that too. Second question, in Greek mythology who is famously known for being condemned to hold up the heavens? Atlas the Titan. Oh, I didn't know that. Kinda surprised. Third, what did Einstein win a Nobel? Sister rings the bell and answers the photoelectric effect before he finishes the question or answer choices are shown. She gets bonus points for explaining what it was. What the frick.png. Proceeds to get a majority of the next questions correct, including ones with obscure history about the Assyrians, African and European geography, random celebrity info, company logos, animals, human anatomy, and knowing the periodic table by heart. Wins $50. Mom is treating her like the messiah on the ride back home while dad asks why she gets C's and D's if she's so smart. Entire image of my sister is freaking shattered. Genuinely unable to process that this chick is intellectually curious. Do some research and create a 30-question multiple-choice test using questions from WAIS IQ tests, logic puzzles, and random trivia. Ask her to take it. Says no and tells me to F off. Say I'll pay her $20 if she gets at least a 90%. Blazes through it in 15 minutes and gets a 29 out of 30. Look through her browsing history one day when she leaves her laptop open. Article after article about all sorts of topics. Physics and astronomy vids, anatomy vids, philosophy ebooks, degenerate anime, Cards Against Humanity, hardcore vampire erotica, leet code, random Twitter memes, Tumblr, frickin' cartel videos. Why the fuck does she act like the average brain-dead white girl? Is she trying to fit in? Does she think it's funny? Is she frickin' undercover or some shit? She's also a communications major when she should be a frickin' engineer or something. Be me. Ain't on trying to level up my looks. Decide to go full look maxing mode. Think I can transform into Chad. Start researching skincare routines. Buy all the expensive products. Spend hours every night slathering my face with potions. Look like a glazed donut, but it's okay. Sacrifice for beauty, right? Next step, gym time. Get a gym membership. Immediately realize I have no idea what I'm doing. Spend first week just watching swole guys lift. Start with the machines. Get stuck on the leg press. Imagine being the guy who has to help me out. Kinda cringe, but whatever. I'll just push through. Bulking season, right? Quickly realize I'm just eating pizza and calling it gains. My face when I'm just gaining fat instead of muscle. Decide to clean up my diet. Live off kale and chicken for a week. Lose 2 pounds. Skin looks even worse without carbs. Decide I need a new haircut. Find an edgy style that looks cool on Instagram. But I have the wrong face for it. Look like a confused emo kid that just lost a fight. But it's okay, I've got my confidence up. Start hitting bars, think I'm ready to meet girls. Awkwardly approach one. Hey, I've been working on my look. She looks at me like I've just announced I'm a flat earther and like pineapple on pizza. Back off slowly, feel the shame wash over me. Start questioning my entire life. My face when everything I tried to improve myself has made me worse. Look at mirror. Realize I now resemble a sad potato. Decide to embrace the potato life. At least potatoes have a purpose. That feeling when I'm literally just trying to max out my looks and end it in a downward spiral. Maybe the secret was just being myself all along. Back to the drawing board. Gonna check out potato look maxing threads next. At least I can be the best potato. Life is suffering, but I'll be a soft, fluffy one. Be me. Buy Casio F91W watch. Only $10. Such a steal. Wear it everywhere. People ask, is that a Rolex? Nah bro, it's a Casio F91W. They look disappointed. Little do they know, it's the real flex. Accidentally drop it. Still works. Try to scratch the screen. Impossible. It's like a little tank on my wrist. Even have a stopwatch. So fancy. Forget to take it off in the shower. No problem. Water resistant AF. Never taken this bad boy off. Casio F91W gang for life. Been seeing a girl for a few months, never gotten fast food together. Always gotta sit down restaurants. Go to McDonald's, order, go back to her place. Start eating. She notices I'm eating my fries first rather than my burger first. Tells me I'm not the man she thought I was. Asks me to leave. Am I really that abnormal, or she was just looking for an excuse to stop seeing me? Be me. While walking through my college campus, I find a wallet on the ground. Has a 20-year-old girl's ID in it and like $200 cash. Raised right so I don't pocket it, but I hold on to it for a little bit so some other scumbag doesn't find and steal it. When I get back to my apartment later in the day, I look up the name on the ID and find the girl's Instagram account. I request a follow and send her a message saying, hey, did you lose something earlier today? Like 3 minutes later, she calls me an incel and blocks me. F you chick, I'm keeping your money now. You hear a knock at the door. It's the pizza guy. You pay him but don't tip. You wait for him to hand you the boxes, but instead he gives you this look, wags his fingers and says, no tipi, no pizza. What do? Be me. 18 years old, just chilling in my room. Mom's friend comes over for coffee. She's kinda attractive. Definitely younger than my mom. Awkward small talk ensues. How's school going, Anon? My face when I realize she's really into the convo. Every time I try to excuse myself, she keeps asking questions. You're such a mature young man. You should come visit me more often. Blushing intensifies. My brain.exe has stopped working. Mom leaves the room. Now it's just us. She's leaning over, giving me the look. Feel like I'm in a rom-com, but not in a good way. Try to play it cool, but my legs feel like jelly. She asks if I need help with my homework. She has some interesting methods of teaching. Start sweating bullets. My face when I realize she wants to help me in ways I didn't sign up for. Try to escape to bathroom. Say I need to pee. Lock myself in, contemplating my life choices. Hear her knock on the door. Anon's been in there a long time. You okay? Thinking, I'm fine, just having a crisis. Finally muster the courage to leave. Walk out. She's casually sipping coffee like nothing happened. Fuck my life. My face when I just wanted a normal day without mommy issues. Be me. A fat, 195 pounds nerdy girl. Have a crush on my Chad friend and I went to his house to ask him out. No one opens, so I see through the window. Find him balls deep inside my femboy friend. Get blackout drunk and design an entire airplane. Be me. Lost in Italy. Don't worry, all roads lead to Rome. So sure, I'll end up there if I continue walking down this path. End up in Bucharest. WTF, Romania? Women think they have it tough, but they don't know the frustration of peeing, and then as soon as you're done and you put your D in your boxers, more pee comes out. Be me. Girl is smoking. She weeds. Smoke before sexual. Pencil and sharpener. Police arrive. Pretend to speak Russian. Seka blyat. Cops don't shoot me. Girl dies in jail. I did the deed. My face when my male face when my. Be me, 26. Met this girl, Cherry, a few months ago. She's a bit off, but in a fun, quirky way. She talks about her voices like they're her squad, but I'm not sure if she's joking or not. We hang out a lot, and she starts telling me more about her otherworldly adventures. She says the voices are always giving her advice, like personal life coaches. She tells me the voices told me I should quit my job and start a llama farm. I laugh, thinking she's kidding, but she's dead serious. She tells me she hasn't started yet, but she's planning to. Sometimes she'll stop mid-sentence and wave her hand, like she's swatting away invisible flies. She says, the voices are just telling me to chill. It's fine. One day we go to a coffee shop, and she starts talking to a chair. No one's sitting in it, but she's just having a full-on conversation with it. Tells me later that Gary, the chair, is a very important figure in her life. Gary told me not to trust the waiter, she says, looking around suspiciously. Me? You're talking to a chair now? Are you sure you're okay? Her? Don't question Gary. He's a genius. He's been to the moon. At this point, I'm not even sure if I should be worried or just laugh. She continues telling me about the secret society that's been following her around. Apparently, it's a group of squirrels, and they're watching her every move. She says they're planning to reveal the truth of the universe at the next full moon. That feeling when I'm not sure if she's actually crazy or I'm just in the middle of the weirdest performance art I've ever seen. She makes me go to the park with her to watch squirrels in action. She brings a notebook, furiously taking notes while whispering to herself. Every time a squirrel looks at her, she freaks out and tells me, they know. I'm dying of laughter, trying not to act concerned. But I'm also low-key impressed with her commitment to this whole thing. Next week, she invites me to a squirrel meeting. She's set up with the local park squirrels. She's got little snacks ready for them and everything. We sit there for an hour, waiting for squirrels to show up, but none do. She tells me they're probably just in disguise. That feeling when I'm pretty sure I'm getting played, but I can't tell if I'm the one being pranked or if she's genuinely convinced. Either way, it's the weirdest, most fun friendship I've ever had. Life with Cherry is a constant adventure, and I'm just along for the ride. That feeling when I can't decide if she's a genius or a total nutjob. I went to one party ever, 10th grade, predominantly senior party. Me and one other bro are there. Never had an alcohol before. Don't know my limit. End up drinking the entire barrel of beer. Don't remember anything. Wake up at my house. Check phone. 22 missed calls. 74 new messages. Some mess about, dude, check your Facebook, lel. Get on Facebook. Picture of me with my hand inside of a girl's butt. What.jpg? Delete Facebook. Be me yesterday. Wake up over half an hour late for work. Oh frick.jpg. Get to work ASAP. Plan on saying I was late cause I kept throwing up. Get to work. Nobody asks why I was late. Nobody says shit to me at all. Just start working like nothing happened and nobody gives a shit. My face when, I'm not complaining, but it's weird, right? Get overnight job at Home Depot. Most nights I'm not even doing work because all the work is already done by previous workers. Just walk around the store while reading, watching stuff on my phone for 8 hours. I'm really getting paid $17 an hour for this shit. God bless America. Paid $5,000 for a trip to Japan. Go to a metro. No one has 6 on it. You guys lied. Are these stories true, or are they just figments of Anon's imagination? You decide.